So diving into today's topic, you guys are probably wondering, number one, what is this one thing that blocks success of online entrepreneurs? And to give you some context on the reason I chose to make this video is because I see this come up over and over again. I've worked with hundreds of different people online. I've supported many different people in growing their online business and scaling their online business to 10, 15, 20, even up to 30K a month. And through that, there's a trend that I see amongst people, especially those in the beginning stages, working to get things off the ground, that really plagues them from ever achieving any growth. They stay stuck in that same spot of either being at ground zero or maybe making their first couple thousand in sales and then kind of staying stuck at that point. And a lot of times, many of those people tend to think that they need the next new business strategy to break past that and achieve the results they want. And they keep looking for quick fixes they see online. They keep looking for new programs they can join to get this next business strategy. They get frustrated, and eventually they either stay the course and stay in the same spot and don't move anywhere, or they give up and they regret it later on. And the reason this happens is because the way that their mind is programmed to not allow them to have success. They literally have a mental block inside them that even if they had the best business strategies and coaching that guided them step by step through a clarity-driven process, if they didn't allow themselves to break past this one block inside their mind, it wouldn't matter. They would never achieve the success they wanted to achieve because that would forever hold them back. And that happens to many people. I see it daily. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to break past that block. How to identify really what it is, what's causing it, why it's there, how to break past it, and ultimately some takeaways on false beliefs and this topic itself. So I'm going to be sharing my screen here shortly and walking you through a resource that I give my coaching students early on in my 6-figure mindset training of my 6-figure accelerator as one of the first training videos they go through, because I think it's super, super important to begin any sort of coaching program or any pursuit of hitting your goal in your online business in the right state of mind. If you enter it in the wrong state of mind, you will forever stay in the same spot. Same goes if you join an online business training program and you go into it thinking, you know what, if I don't make this amount of money in this amount of time, this was a bad investment. The moment you enter the program with that state of mind, you're counting yourself out. You should enter the program with the state of mind of, I know this will help me, but I know at the same time it's up for me to do what I need to do on my end and follow through with the actions that I need to take and allow that to determine the results that I can generate. If I show up daily, if I apply what I'm learning here, and if it doesn't work out and I don't achieve maximum results from it, that's okay. Maybe this program didn't align with me. But I'm going to go into it giving it my all because I know if I do that, I'm putting myself in a position to succeed. So now let's talk about false beliefs within online business, especially being a solopreneur, an online entrepreneur working to grow their own online business. So I'm going to share my screen quick here, and we're going to dive into this framework. So as we dive into this framework here, first and foremost, I want to go over a very, very important phrase or quote that sums up this entire video, entire lesson perfectly. One tiny thought that you have within your mind as you're growing your online business can spiral into a belief which then becomes an ultimate reality. One little tiny thought. A thought of, I'm not good enough to grow my business because I don't have results to show for it. Or I can't make my first sale because I don't have the results to show for it. Or I don't have enough time to grow my business because I'm working a 9 to 5. I don't. One tiny thought that's along those lines of I don't or I can't can spiral into a belief which then becomes an ultimate reality. Read it a second time if you need to because it's super, super important. Because the moment you think of this instance of I can't make a sale because I don't have results yet, or I can't do this, I can't do that, it may seem like small on the surface. Okay, I had a bad day, I have some bad thoughts, it is what it is. That does happen. But if you allow that thought to continue, that one thought will ripple into and spiral into a belief which then becomes an ultimate reality. So now every sales opportunity you have, you won't make a sale because you already counted yourself out beforehand. Every piece of content that you put out, it won't be a strong piece of content because in the back of your mind, you're second guessing yourself. Every single input within your business, you will not be in alignment with yourself, which in turn will make you not attract the results you want to attract, and you'll continue to stay in the same spot because you programmed your mind to not allow that to happen. So it's important to remember that these beliefs that you're experiencing, that I can't, that I don't, they're false, they're not real. But the moment you let them reoccur and spiral into an ultimate reality, then they feel like they become real and you feel like you can't get out of them. So this is an exercise that you can do in your own time that will help you break past this so these false beliefs don't continue to spiral into an ultimate reality and ultimately hold you back from achieving your online business goals. So I'm going to run through an example quickly with you guys to show you how a template like this can work. And again, myself included, I experience false beliefs as well. Everyone does. But the biggest thing is I'm aware when they come up, and I take the time to do an exercise like this to give myself context in the situation and remind myself that, hey, this is just a thought. This is not real. Let's get back into alignment with who I really am and what I'm all about. So looking at the first column here, number one, let's pull this back. That first column is where you're putting in the false belief. So maybe it's, I can't make a sale because I don't have results yet. Whatever it is going to be unique to each of you watching this video. So I put in an example before I started this video just to kind of illustrate things. We're going to walk through column by column and show you how you can gain context on this. So I can't make a sale because I don't have results yet. This is the false belief that's holding you back. So number one, let's first gain context on the feeling behind it. How does this make you feel? Maybe it makes you feel not good enough. Okay. Why do you feel this way? Because maybe you see others out there getting results and you don't have them yet and you want them so bad and you feel like they're out of reach because you don't have those initial client results to show or any testimonials to show and back up what you're doing, and you feel like every prospect that you're dealing with is always asking you, what results did you generate? What results did you do? And every time you go and ask for a sale, you feel like a fraud doing it. So for example, the meaning behind why you feel this way is because you see others getting results and you keep getting people asking you about what results you have in sales conversations, and you feel like you can't make a sale because you don't have those. So how does this make you feel about yourself? Not good enough, not qualified, not capable. So now that we've gained some context on the feeling, let's take a look at how these thoughts or this false belief has affected us in the past, first and foremost, then how it's affected us currently, right now in the present, and how it will continue to affect us if we think this way. So in the past, maybe it stopped you from asking for a sale because you don't feel good enough. Or maybe you have some money mindset problems where you feel not in alignment to ask for a sale because you don't know what to do when they say yes. And you're afraid of that. That happens a lot too. But what you want to ask yourself is, when I think this way, when I tell myself I can't make a sale because I don't have results yet, how has this thought affected me in the past? Has it stopped you from asking for a sale because you don't feel good enough? Has it caused you to hide behind the scenes and not put out content because you feel like you're not capable yet? Has it caused you to continue to purchase other online courses and not get coaching and just continue to sit behind the scenes and absorb more knowledge because you keep telling yourself that you need to be smarter and more educated? It's going to vary for everyone. So how has it affected you in the past? Now, how is it affecting you right now in the present? Maybe it's causing you to feel down, discouraged, and stopping you from asking for a sale. Maybe it's causing you to not put out content because you feel so down about everything that's going on within the business. It doesn't have to be a massive impact where it's to the point where you're not putting out any content, you're not doing anything, but it can be. It could also be minor too. And you may not even be realizing that it's affecting you this way in the past, the present, but this is why this exercise is so important, so you can gain a snapshot on that. So now that we have a snapshot of how this makes you feel, why you're feeling this way, how it's affected you in the past, how it's affected you right now in the present, this thought, Now I want to ask yourself, if I continue to tell myself that I can't make a sale because I don't have results yet, how will this affect me in the future? And this is where you start to have an aha moment. You start to realize, okay, like, this is not real. What I'm thinking here is just me telling myself false lies that's causing me to get into a rut and ultimately not achieve the results that I want. And I realize now that going through this exercise that if I continue to think this way, I won't make any sales. Because the moment you continue to tell yourself I can't make a sale because I don't have results yet, into the future, you'll stop presenting offers. You'll stop putting out content. You'll start being unauthentic on sales calls. You'll start doing things that you don't normally do that aren't in alignment with yourself, all because you have this one voice in the back of your head telling you this one thing that's now taking control of your life and your business. And this is where the aha moment can come in and realize that, hey, this is not a real thought, or this is not a real belief. This is a false belief. And it's just simply a thought that came in my head. But just to realize that and be aware of it, that's one step in the right direction, but it's not enough to break past it. In order to actually break past it, we need to think about, okay, what is a new belief or a liberating truth that I can tell myself and start to ingrain in my mind that's actually real to break past this going forward? And then what action steps can I take to actually move past this and not let it resurface again? So maybe your new belief, for the sake of this example here, is I can make sales and I can confidently present offers to people, because without that, I won't grow my business. And I also know that everyone starts at scratch. For those of you dealing with this false belief, which some of you may be dealing with that's watching this video, that's the number one thing on the surface to remind yourself. If you're at scratch and you're worried because you don't have results that you can't make a sale, everyone starts out at that point. I didn't start out having a 6-figure business just overnight. I started at ground zero at scratch with no results for myself, no client results to show, nothing. Everybody else that's successful starts out at that same point. So it's up for you to remind yourself that you're starting at that same point, and it's up for you to take the steps that you need to take to get out of that and get to a better place and actually get things moving. But telling yourself that you can't do it and that you can't make sales, it's not going to help. It's only going to make matters worse and completely block your opportunity of achieving any success. So now that we have our new belief in place, now let's think about, okay, what are some action items that I can reinforce to myself daily to make sure that this false belief stays out of my mind? Maybe it's sitting down every single morning and writing out this new belief to remind yourself. And maybe for step number 2, it's challenging yourself and holding yourself accountable, raising your standards, telling yourself that I'm going to present 2 offers every single day. I'm going to expect nothing in return, but I'm going to present 2 offers to practice breaking past this fear, to get uncomfortable with the unknown, and to accept whatever outcome comes from it. Because I know that if I present those 2 offers, that I'm putting myself in a position to make that sale, rather than sitting behind the scenes and telling myself that I can't. So that's the power of this exercise. It gives you a clear snapshot of what that thought really is. It helps you become aware of how you're feeling around that thought, what's causing that feeling, how it's affected you in the past and the present, and most importantly, how it will continue to affect you in the future if you hold on to it. And it's up for you to reinforce that false belief with a new belief in a liberating truth, and then assign some action items to make sure that you're moving past that. So use these questions for yourself. Sit down as you're watching this video, write some things out, and start thinking about, okay, what are some false beliefs that I may be experiencing in my business right now? And you may not think of any off the top of your head, but maybe tomorrow when you go to do an action in your business or present an offer, you may become aware of the fact that you're afraid to present the offer, or you're afraid to have the call because of how you're feeling internally. And you have to be able to dig down and identify what that feeling is and what's causing that in order to unblock that roadblock in your way of achieving the success. So if you got value from this training today, walking through an exercise to help you break past limiting beliefs and the importance behind being aware of this so you're not allowing yourself to block your success, be sure to drop me a thumbs up below and be sure to click subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to the channel already. This is an exercise that I work to put together with the mindset coach that I have on the 6-Figure Accelerator team, my 90-day coaching program. Myself and Tommy, we sat down, we asked ourselves, what do we see occur within many online entrepreneurs, and how can we help them break past it. And we put together this framework and this sheet to help our students get things started on the right foot for those that are dealing with any false beliefs going into the program itself. So if you want to learn more about how we can support you in scaling your online business to 10K plus months, you want our help to break past these false beliefs and help you gain clarity on the exact steps you need to take to grow your online business, and you want access to coaching calls with my mindset coach, Tommy Walker, myself, and 2 other coaches on team, be sure to click the link below in the description. There's an application to apply for a call, fill that out, and we can chat further and see if we're a good fit to support you in growing your online business. So with that said, that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next one.